Question 23. Harley's house has a value of £160,000 correct to two significant figures. Part A, Part 1, write down the least possible value of the house. So this question is asking us what is the smallest number that gets rounded to £160,000. Because we're rounding to two significant figures, the next lowest choice will be £150,000. So we want the smallest number that is rounded to 160,000 rather than 150,000, and that will be £155,000. £154,999 will be rounded to £150,000, not to 160. Part 2, write down the greatest possible value of the house. This is one of those curious times where you can write £165,000 and you will be correct, because that is the first number that won't round to 160,000. Obviously that rounds to 170,000, and convention says that we use the first number that doesn't round to 160,000. Because this is money though, you could be exact and write £164,999.99, and that would get you the answer, but normally you have to write down the first number that doesn't round to the number in the question. The value of Rita's house has increased by 5%. Her house then had a value of £210,000. Part B, work out the value of Rita's house before the increase. So she's got her house, it's gone up by 5%, and it is then worth £210,000. So the £210,000 is 105%. Whatever it was originally plus the 5% more. If I divide both sides by 105, I get 1% equals £2,000. In order to get 100%, I have to times this value, this 1% value, by 100, and the house was originally £200,000. And you can check by adding on 5%. 5% of £200,000 is £10,000. and then you'd get to £210,000. Well done for getting to the end of the paper. Please subscribe if you find these videos useful, and thanks for watching.